butcher knife, and he is actively cutting himself. He is still advancing on us with the knife. We are trying to back up the area.
If we get a taser effort, that'd be helpful.
91, I'm here with the beanbag gun.
Shots fired. Male's down.
Good evening. The man killed last night near the Open Door Mission in Rochester, located by Rochester police around 3:04 a.m. overnight hours. 3 minutes later, he was fatally shot by officers. Police say the man was a guest at the Open Door Mission. We're told he took a knife from the facility, began cutting himself and threatening officers. Officials say he moved towards officers, and that's when he was shot once. He was pronounced dead just before 4 a.m. at Strong Hospital. We have team coverage of the incident. Kayla Green has reaction from local leaders. But first, let's check in with Christian Garzone, who has the latest from the police. Christian?
Well, John, the police chief started off here expressing her condolences to the families of the man who passed away this morning. The mayor also says the body cam footage is hard to watch, but she stands with the police chief and her team right now and is asking everyone to do their research on this before jumping to any conclusions. The chief says officers retreated over 400 feet from this man as he was following them with a knife, making threats, asking police to shoot him, and also threatening to kill them. The city says in body cam video, the man gets within 6 to 7 feet away from one RPD officer before charging at him with a knife. That is when that officer shot the man and he fell to the ground. He was pronounced dead shortly thereafter at Strong. The chief says she is not going to draw any conclusions at this point, and we're told the Attorney General's office is looking into investigating this. She says using deadly force is a last resort, and other resources were phoned in, but the time frame this all occurred in didn't allow for that.
There was a point during the investigation when officers did call for other resources such as our beanbag gun and for taser deployments. This incident occurred over several minutes, which was not enough time for those resources such as the beanbag to arrive.
I'm asking you to trust her team, to evaluate, to research, and review.
Now, for some of those mental health crisis response teams, the chief says with a call like this, for their own safety, they don't usually come along, and had they been there anyways, they likely would have been kept back for their own safety anyways. In Rochester, Christian Garzone, News 8. John, back to you.
All right, Christian, thank you. Team coverage continues now. Kayla Green joins us live from the Open Door Mission with reaction on the fatal shooting. Kayla?
John, I spoke to City Council member Malik Evans, and he says the most important thing right now is to figure out exactly what happened here and get those facts out to the community. He says members of City Council have already had the opportunity to view the body camera footage from the incident this morning. Now, Evans says he, like many people, are wondering why the person in crisis team or the forensic intervention team weren't called in this situation. The Police Accountability Board also put out a statement today mentioning the PIC team, and they say the PAB cannot comment on what we have not seen. However, this latest incident may raise the same questions our community has been asking for months about officer training, RPD culture, and the person in crisis team. Evans also says we need large-scale change in the community, particularly in reference to how mental health calls are handled. He says he supports Daniel's Law and has written letters to state legislators saying he supports it. Free the People Rock released a statement today also naming Evans and other council members and leaders. They say their inaction caused the senseless murder of yet another of our most vulnerable citizens last night. Responsibility for his death falls squarely on the shoulders of Mayor Lovely Warren, Chief Cynthia Harriet Sullivan, and City Council members who voted for the police budget. And here's what Evans had to say today.
We have to find ways to ensure that we have a comprehensive and effective mental health approach to police calls overall, not just in this incident, but in any incident that involves mental health. Again, this incident here, the facts are still coming out and unfolding, and I hope that they are released to the public quickly so everyone can get all the facts.
Free the People Rock also says in their statement that we need more than symbolic reforms. They're again calling for Daniel's Law, more money invested into mental health, and a fully funded, fully staffed Police Accountability Board. Live in Rochester, Kayla Green, News 8.
All right, Kayla, thank you. This is the latest incident involving Rochester police officers over the last year. The officers' encounter with Daniel Prude happened nearly a year ago on March 23rd. His death was made public in September. No officers involved will face charges. On January 29th, a 9-year-old girl was pepper sprayed by officers after they responded to a family dispute on Harris Street. Less than a month later, another incident on February 22nd. A mother was pepper sprayed by officers in front of her 3-year-old daughter on Portland Avenue. That brings us to last night's fatal shooting. More on these cases and local leader response to last night's incident, please head to rochesterfirst.com.